Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome to a brand new video. What you're watching on your screen is probably some Overwatch gameplay or something. It's going to be cutting in and out, and I didn't really fancy doing a vlog because I'm ill and I'm a little bit sort of... So you're going to watch some Overwatch gameplay. It's going to be in and out because I'm going to be showing pictures and stuff like that, but I'm going to be explaining to you guys or talking to you guys today about branding. Specifically branding on my channel, on YouTube and Twitch, and how it's ever changing and will never not change. So, a little backstory. University, I did multimedia design, specialised in graphic design. College, I did graphic design, specialised in branding and advertising. My dissertation, which is my sort of big written project on the final year of university, was actually written about typography and the use of text and type in digital advertising in the 21st century. So I feel like, especially in sort of branding for YouTube and Twitch and my own branding, I think I know what I'm doing. I like to think I know what I'm doing. To not like toot my own horn or anything, but like I have spent a lot of time studying this. I do this freelance in my own time as well. It's something that I've been doing for many years now, and everything you see on my channel, every single thing you see that is not an illustrated design. So Anasia, Cagley did one. I'm trying to think of like the two of the 2 or 3 instances where I am still recovering from illness. I'm so sorry, so my voice is going to be a little bit hoarse, but there's like a few instances where things have been designed and I've implemented them in various graphical elements, renders that people have done, stuff like that. So the odd thing here or there is not designed by myself, but everything you see, whether it's like a YouTube banner, a Twitch banner, stream slates, like underneath the Twitch stream, like all the info, stream scenes, stuff like that, I design myself. I've never let anyone else design them. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, I enjoy this, so I would love to create my own branding. 2, I know what I sort of like. Not to say anyone else wouldn't be able to emulate that and to get that design down, but most designers design for themselves rather than getting another designer to design for themselves. Sometimes it happens, but I honestly really like designing for myself. And in recent months, and especially in recent months, I've come to the conclusion that I'm never going to have a brand on YouTube or Twitch that I'm 100% happy with, that I'm 100% like, yes, this is it, I'm sticking with this, because I'm always changing my personal approach to branding. I'm always changing my personal thoughts on what's best for certain target audiences and stuff like that. So for me, branding, especially YouTube and Twitch for myself, I've always, like, I'll throw them on screen now. You'll see past YouTube banners. You'll see past thumbnails, possibly. I don't actually know about the thumbnails. You'll see past like Twitch stuff. You'll just see past images, past sort of things that I've had that's in correlation to my brand on YouTube and Twitch. You'll just see all the past images going on your screen now. Now, there's a style in there. There is definitely a style in there. I'm not trying to hide that. There's definitely something in there that is like, it looks like most of these are designed by the same person. It looks like most of these like the person I've got a style. I know that, and it's slightly changes, it's slightly develops, simplicity changes here and there, and it's something that I always thought I could find myself the absolute perfect brand. And I need to cough, sorry. Oh my, I just had the worst coughing fit. So I always thought I could find myself the perfect brand, the perfect YouTube banner, the perfect Twitch like scenes, the perfect everything that's all in correlation to one another. That's the same across both platforms. That's extremely consistent and is extremely simple and simplistic, which is the design style that I really like and enjoy, and I think it emulates myself, and it's sort of like it correlates to myself. So I always thought I could find this thing, and I've always been, ever since day one on YouTube, I've always been trying to find the perfect branding for my channel, and I've come to the conclusion over the past couple of months that will never happen, ever. There will never be a day where I'm doing YouTube and Twitch where I'll think that is my branding done. I'm done. I don't need to change my YouTube thumbnails. I don't need to change my YouTube banner. I don't need to change my display picture. I don't need to change my Twitter banner. I don't need to change my Facebook banner. I don't need to change my Twitch offline image. I don't need to change my Twitch info underneath my stream. I don't need to change my Twitch scenes. I don't need to change like just everything. Like I don't need to change anything now. It's done. It all worked. It's the best that it can be. That's it. I've done it. Woo! I've done it. Wah! It's never going to happen. Ever. Absolutely ever. I've realized this. There is absolutely no point in time that I can ever see myself saying, yes, that's it, I'm done. I don't think that's a bad thing though. And this is why I want to explain to you guys that, because I've heard from a few people that they see my and it's not like a bad thing. They just say like, wow, it's changed again, sort of thing, like my YouTube banner or something like, oh, it's changed. Oh, your scenes have changed on Twitch. You go, oh, this has changed. Oh, this has changed. And I think some people are a little bit surprised at how often it happens, but I honestly, I don't think it happens that often. But it does. Like, I don't know, it does. But I don't think I've ever, or now anyway, I don't think I'll ever find myself the perfect branding. I don't think I'll ever be quote unquote done with my rebrand, should I say. I'm always working on a rebrand. I'm always changing. I'm always changing my design, changing my everything about like any graphical element, any way that I'm presented is always changing. You just need to see my Twitch to sort of like see that quite a bit. Like my Twitch changes so much with the scenes, with the slates, like everything changes on my Twitch so often. I bounce from one thing to another. But honestly, like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing. I honestly don't think it's a bad thing. I think there's so much emphasis on you need to, I feel like anyway, there's a lot of emphasis on a lot of sort of YouTubers and stuff like that they have to find this perfect perfect brand. They need, oh, I've found it. I've got the perfect YouTube banner. I've got the perfect logo. I've got the perfect this. That's it. I'm done. All right, let's just get to the content creation. No, because like you'll never 100% be happy with that. There'll always come a point where that will not be good enough and you'll want to change it and you'll want to change up your style. For me, that happens a lot more because of the fact that I do branding and advertising like partly for a living, and I've studied it for so long. Like it's something that I'm constantly keeping up with, and it's something that I'm constantly challenging myself with, and that sort of rubs off on my YouTube and Twitch. So for myself, that sort of like never being happy with what I've sort of got and what I'm creating is where it's sort of like it stems from. But as I was saying, and as I want to sort of really sort of emphasize, it's not a bad thing. And I'm sort of making this video to say I will never have a YouTube, Twitch branding that is set in stone. You may see one that's there for a month. You may see one that's there for 6 months. You may even see one that's there for a year. But I guarantee it will change. I guarantee it will change somewhat. And just don't be alarmed to see it constantly changing, because I constantly change. I change as a person. My thoughts on design, my thoughts on branding, my thoughts on advertising changes daily. So there's no way that I'm ever going to be happy and content with what I've got in terms of branding. So with that being said, yeah, YouTube, Twitch, my branding will never be done, never be complete. It's something that will always be ongoing. It's something that will always be changing, and I'm happy. I'm actually happy now that I've realized this. I'm not endlessly chasing perfection, something that I honestly can't achieve. I can never create something that I'm 100% happy with. I may be happy with it at the time. 6 months down the line, I won't be happy with it. I look back at some of my old designs, can't stand them. When I did them, I loved them. I thought they were the best thing ever. But that's just development. That's how the people and humans sort of become better at certain things. So yes, hopefully that's made some form of sense. I just wanted to sort of create a bit of a video explaining my process on branding, explaining my process on advertising, and explaining my process on branding and advertising, specifically to do with my YouTube and Twitch. And hopefully this has created some form of an insight for you guys into how sort of something that I don't really talk about that openly and that often on my channel, something that that you guys may just see in passing when you visit my channel, whether it be YouTube or Twitch, with stuff changing. And hopefully that clears a bit of confusion that possibly may have been in some of your guys' minds, and sort of just, yeah, things are constantly changing. I love it. Don't expect anything to be the same like the next day. It may be one thing one day, the next day it's going to be something different. And hopefully this has been some form of an interesting video for you guys to watch. So if you have enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, make sure to give it a comment, and yeah, expect my channel branding to change constantly over the next months, years to come. Take care.